In an unprecedented move that has sent ripples through the aerospace community, NASA is implementing significant changes to its diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility DEIA programs in response to a controversial executive order issued by the Trump administration. The directive, issued shortly after his inauguration, mandates federal agencies to terminate DEIA initiatives, framing them as divisive and a waste of taxpayer dollars. This shift, detailed in an internal memo from acting NASA Administrator Janet Petro, has sparked intense debate over the future of diversity efforts at one of the nation's leading scientific organizations. On January 22, 2025, Petro communicated to NASA employees that the agency would be shutting down offices dedicated to DEIA and canceling related contracts. These programs divided Americans by race, wasted taxpayer dollars, and resulted in shameful discrimination, Petro stated in the memo. A striking departure from her previous support for such initiatives. The memo aligns with an earlier communication from Charles Ezell, acting director of the Office of Personnel Management (OPM), which directed agencies to remove public-facing materials related to DEIA programs and place employees on administrative leave. The impact of this executive order is already evident. Shortly after the memo was sent, the website for NASA's Office of Diversity and Equal Opportunity returned a 404 not found error, signaling the abrupt decommissioning of the office. Similar reports emerged from various NASA field centers. While some offices like the Jet Propulsion Laboratory still maintained their websites, the overall sentiment reflects a significant operational overhaul. Petro's change in stance is particularly notable given her previous remarks supporting DEIA initiatives. In a November 2021 interview, she emphasized the importance of diversity in NASA's mission success. Citing her own experiences as a woman in leadership roles and her personal commitment to inclusivity. At NASA and Kennedy Space Center, our commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility has been paramount, she asserted at the time. The juxtaposition of her earlier statements with the recent memo raises questions about the agency's direction and leadership. This decision aligns with broader political trends that have seen similar initiatives at various federal levels come under scrutiny. Critics argue that dismantling DEIA programs undermines progress toward creating a more equitable workforce, particularly in historically underrepresented communities in STEM fields. The implications of these changes are profound, as they may not only affect NASA's internal culture but also its ability to attract and retain diverse talent in an increasingly competitive landscape. Amidst this shakeup, NASA continues to advance its ambitious goals in space exploration. The agency has recently made headlines for its Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the moon, and its partnerships with private companies to expand commercial spaceflight capabilities. For instance, Firefly Aerospace's lunar lander Blue Ghost is currently en route to deliver NASA's scientific instruments to the moon, marking a crucial step in the agency's efforts to foster commercial partnerships. Furthermore, in a significant development for astronaut training, Blue Abyss, a UK-based training company, has announced a partnership with NASA's Glenn Research Center to establish a facility in Ohio. This venue will prepare the next generation of private astronauts and feature advanced training capabilities, including a human centrifuge and hypobaric chambers. As commercial space travel gains momentum, such initiatives will be essential in equipping future astronauts for the challenges of spaceflight. As the dust settles on these recent changes, the future of NASA's DEIA initiatives remains uncertain. Moving forward, observers will be closely monitoring the agency's actions in the wake of the executive order, as well as the broader implications for diversity in the aerospace sector. The ongoing developments not only shape NASA's operational landscape but also set a precedent for how federal agencies approach diversity and inclusion in the years to come. In a remarkable convergence of exploration and innovation, NASA is set to deepen its understanding of life in extreme environments through an upcoming spacewalk aimed at sampling microorganisms from the exterior of the International Space Station (ISS). This pivotal mission is not only a testament to the resilience of life but also a crucial step in ensuring the integrity of future interplanetary missions. Scheduled for January 30, 2025, astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore will embark on a 6.5-hour extravehicular activity EVA to gather microbiological samples from specific sites on the ISS, particularly near life support vents. This initiative, part of NASA's ISS External Microorganisms Experiment, seeks to uncover how microbes might survive and even thrive in the harsh conditions of space, thus shedding light on the survival mechanisms of extremophiles, organisms capable of withstanding extreme environments. Microbiologist Sarah Wallace emphasized the significance of this endeavor, noting, "We can't sterilize everything we send into space and don't want to, but we do a lot to limit potential pathogens from making their way to the station. The challenge lies in the fact that while spacecraft and spacesuits undergo rigorous sterilization, astronauts carry their unique microbiomes, which inevitably contribute to the station's overall microbial landscape once in orbit. The implications of this research extend beyond mere curiosity. Understanding how these microorganisms behave in space is vital for future missions, particularly to Mars, where preventing contamination is crucial. The data collected may inform designs for crewed vehicles and spacesuits, ensuring that any potential signs of life discovered on Mars are not mistaken for Earth-originating microbes." The astronauts' preparations have already begun, with Williams and Wilmore familiarizing themselves with their procedures and the operation of their simplified aid for EVA rescue safer devices. Their mission will be supported by fellow astronauts Nick Hague and Don Pettit, who will manage robotic maneuvers to assist with the spacewalk. In a parallel development, NASA has also solidified a new partnership with Blue Abyss, a UK-based aeronautics company, to establish a state-of-the-art astronaut training facility in Brook Park, Ohio. This collaboration, articulated through a Space Act agreement, aims to create a hub for astronaut training that addresses challenges related to low Earth orbit missions, lunar exploration, and future trips to Mars. The planned facility, estimated to cost over $253 million, will feature a human centrifuge, a parabolic flight simulator, and a deep water pool for training purposes. Blue Abyss's Chief of Human Exploration and Space Operations, Joshua Free, highlighted the significance of this partnership. "This is a win-win boon to NASA Glenn's central mission, especially as the Artemis mission heads towards its next phase. As Brook Park transitions into a center for commercial astronaut training, the community anticipates an influx of opportunities and a shift in demographic dynamics, moving away from its traditional industrial base towards a future rooted in aerospace innovation." Paul Marnchek, a spokesperson for Brook Park, expressed optimism regarding this transformation, envisioning a landscape where luxury housing and training facilities coexist, ultimately reshaping the local economy. These developments signify an exciting era for both NASA and the private sector as they work hand in hand to tackle the complexities of space exploration. With the impending spacewalk and the establishment of the Blue Abyss training facility, the future of human presence in space is poised for significant advancements, laying the groundwork for sustainable exploration and discovery beyond our planet. As we look ahead, the outcomes of these initiatives will not only enhance our understanding of life in space but also inform our approach to interplanetary missions, ensuring that humanity's reach into the cosmos is both responsible and profound. In a remarkable week for the space community, astronauts aboard the International Space Station ISS have been diligently preparing for a series of upcoming tasks, including spacewalks and advanced research projects. As the expedition's 72 crew members continue their work in orbit, significant developments have emerged that highlight both the ongoing missions and the educational initiatives fostering the next generation of space explorers. NASA astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore are set to embark on a spacewalk on January 30, 2025, aimed at removing a radio frequency antenna and collecting microbial samples from the ISS's exterior. This mission, scheduled to begin at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, will mark a pivotal moment for the crew, particularly for Williams, who recently completed her first spacewalk in nearly 8 months. During the recent operations, the crew undertook meticulous preparations to ensure their safety and efficiency, including reviewing procedures and servicing their spacesuits. The expedition's 72 crew has also engaged in advanced scientific experiments. Notably, flight engineer Alexander Gorbanov of Roscosmos has been studying the effects of Earth disasters through a specialized camera setup while simultaneously practicing piloting techniques that could be vital for future planetary missions. This blend of research and practical training underscores the ISS's role as a laboratory for both immediate scientific inquiry and long-term space exploration strategies. In conjunction with these spacewalk preparations, Ryan Lewis, a junior mechanical engineering student from Utah State University USU, has been recognized for his academic achievements with the prestigious Astronaut Scholarship. This accolade, awarded by the Astronaut Scholarship Foundation, is designed to support students pursuing STEM fields, thereby cultivating future leaders in aerospace and technology. Lewis expressed his gratitude, stating, "I am extremely honored and grateful for the Astronaut Scholarship Foundation community who have been supportive and eager to see me succeed." The scholarship will be presented by former NASA astronaut Douglas Hurley, who shared highlights from his storied career during the ceremony. Further emphasizing the importance of education in the space sector, astronaut Tracy Dyson recently spoke at the University of California, Irvine. Dyson reflected on her journey from a postdoctoral fellowship to becoming a seasoned astronaut, sharing insights from her experiences aboard the Soyuz spacecraft. During her talk, she recounted challenges faced during a spacewalk, where unexpected equipment failures tested her resolve and adaptability. Dyson's message resonated with aspiring scientists and engineers, encouraging them to pursue their passions with dedication and enthusiasm. As these narratives unfold, they paint a vibrant picture of the current state of space exploration. The collaborative efforts aboard the ISS not only contribute to immediate scientific advancements but also foster a culture of mentorship and inspiration for future generations. With astronauts pushing the boundaries of human achievement and educational institutions nurturing the next wave of talent, the future of space exploration looks promising. As we look ahead, the upcoming spacewalks and scholarship initiatives signify a commitment to both discovery and innovation, paving the way for new frontiers in science and technology. In a groundbreaking development for both lunar science and commercial space exploration, recent studies have revealed that a small near-Earth asteroid designated 2024 PT5 is likely a fragment of the Moon. This discovery was made possible through advanced astronomical observations and analysis, providing new insights into the origins of this celestial body and the nature of lunar debris in space. The asteroid, measuring approximately 33 feet 10 meters in diameter, was first detected in August 2024 by the University of Hawaii's Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System Atlas. Initially intriguing due to its close orbital alignment with Earth, further investigation has confirmed its composition as being rich in silicate minerals typical of lunar rock samples rather than the materials typically found in asteroids. We had a general idea that this asteroid may have come from the Moon, but the smoking gun was when we found out that it was rich in silicate minerals, those that have been found in lunar rock samples, stated Teddy Kurita, an astronomer at Lowell Observatory and lead researcher on the study, published in the astrophysical journal Letters. The research team utilized data from the Lowell Discovery Telescope and the NASA Infrared Telescope facility at Mauna Kea Observatory to analyze the spectrum of sunlight reflected from 2024 PT5's surface. The results indicated a strong correlation with lunar materials, suggesting that the asteroid was likely ejected from the Moon's surface due to a significant impact event thousands of years ago. Kurita noted, "It looks like it hasn't been in space for very long, maybe just a few thousand years or so, as there's a lack of space weathering that would have caused its spectrum to redden." Beyond its scientific implications, the discovery of 2024 PT5 doubles the number of known asteroids believed to have originated from the Moon, joining 469219 Kimoulwa, which was identified in 2016. This growing understanding of lunar debris not only enhances our knowledge of asteroid composition and behavior but also opens up avenues for future research, particularly regarding the Moon's geological history. As telescopes become increasingly sensitive to smaller objects in space, scientists anticipate discovering more lunar fragments, presenting an exciting opportunity to gain insights into the Moon's formation and the processes that have shaped its surface. If a link can be established between a lunar asteroid and a specific impact crater on the Moon, it could provide valuable data about cratering dynamics and the Moon's geological evolution. In addition to the advancements in asteroid research, another noteworthy development is the recent partnership between NASA and Blue Abyss, a UK-based extreme environment training company aiming to establish a commercial astronaut training facility in Brook Park, Ohio. This collaboration is expected to facilitate the training of future astronauts, particularly as commercial space missions become more prevalent. Under a Space Act agreement, Blue Abyss plans to construct a state-of-the-art facility that includes one of the world's largest research and development swimming pools, a human centrifuge, and chambers for simulating extreme environments such as those found in space and underwater. Expect a modern, commercial, exciting venue that offers all the ingredients necessary to take people off the street and get them ready to go into space, said Blue Abyss CEO John Vickers. As the commercial space sector continues to expand, the facility is poised to play a crucial role in preparing astronauts for missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. The collaboration is not only expected to enhance training capabilities but also stimulate local economic growth and job creation in the region. With innovative new partnerships and discoveries reshaping our understanding of celestial bodies, the future of space exploration looks promising. As research into asteroids like 2024 PT5 continues and the commercial infrastructure for astronaut training develops, we are on the cusp of unprecedented advancements in our journey to explore the cosmos. In a series of significant developments from NASA, the agency is making headlines for its remarkable discoveries on Mars, innovative technologies aimed at future exploration, and substantial changes in leadership. These events not only highlight NASA's commitment to scientific advancement but also reflect the evolving landscape of space exploration as new political dynamics come into play. Recently, NASA's Curiosity rover unveiled compelling evidence of ancient lakes on Mars that existed under ice-free conditions, suggesting the presence of liquid water billions of years ago. This groundbreaking discovery was reported in a study published in Science Advances, revealing small wave-like ripples on the Martian surface that resemble those found in Earth's lake beds. Researchers led by John Grotzinger and Michael Lamb from Caltech believe these ripples were formed by wind-driven water, indicating that bodies of water once existed on Mars in a more hospitable state than previously thought. These findings provide the strongest evidence yet for liquid water on Mars in its past, stated Grotzinger, emphasizing the implications for understanding the planet's paleoclimate and potential for life. As excitement builds around the potential for Mars exploration, NASA is also innovating on Earth with the development of new shape memory tires specifically designed for rovers on the Moon and Mars. These advanced tires are engineered to adapt to varying terrain, enhancing the mobility and efficiency of future missions. The initiative underscores NASA's commitment to overcoming the challenges posed by extraterrestrial environments, with experts noting that the ability to traverse diverse landscapes will be crucial for the success of lunar and Martian expeditions. Amid these scientific advancements, NASA is experiencing a pivotal moment in its leadership. Janet Petro, who previously directed the Kennedy Space Center, has been appointed as the acting NASA administrator following the resignation of Bill Nelson. Petro's appointment marks a historic milestone as she becomes the first woman to lead the agency, albeit temporarily. In her announcement on LinkedIn, she expressed her honor and excitement for the role, stating, "I am humbled and honored to serve as the acting NASA administrator." This leadership transition coincides with a renewed political agenda under President Trump, who has publicly committed to prioritizing Mars missions and aims to restore funding cuts that previously hindered NASA's projects. Experts remain cautious yet optimistic about the timeline for human missions to Mars. Dr. Ken Kramer, a research scientist, expressed skepticism about achieving a crewed mission by 2028, citing the substantial time and investment required for such an endeavor. "It's not going to happen in the next 2 to 4 years. We want to send robots first to explore and gather data before sending humans," he explained. However, with the potential restoration of funding, there is hope that NASA can accelerate its ambitious plans for Mars exploration and beyond. As NASA navigates this period of transition and innovation, the agency is poised to make significant strides in understanding Mars and preparing for future human exploration. The combination of technological advancements, groundbreaking discoveries, and a fresh leadership vision suggests that NASA is on the cusp of a new era in space exploration, one that could redefine our understanding of the universe and humanity's place within it. The coming months will be crucial as these developments unfold, with the scientific community and space enthusiasts alike eagerly anticipating what lies ahead for NASA and its ambitious goals. NASA is poised to return to the moon with its ambitious Artemis program, and a significant milestone in this journey has just been achieved. On January 15, 2025, Firefly Aerospace's lunar lander Blue Ghost embarked on a nearly 7-week journey to Earth's only natural satellite. While this launch may not have garnered the same headlines as last year's historic lunar landing, it is a crucial step toward NASA's goal of establishing a sustainable human presence on the moon. The launch of Blue Ghost marks an essential phase in NASA's Artemis campaign, which seeks to send astronauts back to the lunar surface for the first time since the Apollo missions ended in 1972. This mission follows closely on the heels of another successful lunar landing by Intuitive Machines, a Houston-based company that completed its NASA-backed mission in February 2024. The success of these private ventures has encouraged NASA to collaborate more with commercial enterprises, paving the way for future lunar explorations. Blue Ghost, which is designed to deliver and test a range of NASA's scientific instruments on the moon, lifted off aboard a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Shortly after launch, the spacecraft separated from the rocket and established communication with Firefly's Mission Operations Center in Texas. Within the first week of its mission, Blue Ghost not only began transmitting data back to Earth but also successfully executed its first engine burn to position its trajectory for the upcoming lunar orbit insertion. Notably, Blue Ghost stands at over 6 feet tall and nearly 12 feet wide, equipped with 3 solar panels and shock-absorbing feet designed for a safe landing on the lunar surface. The mission, titled Ghost Riders in the Sky, is valued at $93 million and is part of NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services (CLPS) program, which aims to utilize private companies for lunar missions to reduce costs and increase efficiency. The spacecraft's primary objective is to deploy 10 scientific instruments to study the moon's environment. This delivery represents the largest payload NASA has sent under the CLPS initiative to date. Blue Ghost is scheduled to land near Mons Trail within Mare Crisium, a 300-mile wide basin formed by volcanic activity over 3 billion years ago. The uncrewed lander will operate the instruments for a full lunar day, approximately 14 Earth days, collecting valuable data on subsurface drilling, sample collection, X-ray imaging, and the effects of space weather on lunar conditions. As the Blue Ghost mission unfolds, it highlights the significant advancements in lunar exploration technology and the growing role of private companies in space missions. NASA officials have emphasized the importance of these collaborations, noting that the data collected from Blue Ghost could provide critical insights for future human missions to the moon and beyond. In parallel to these developments, recent studies have revealed intriguing findings about near-Earth asteroids. An object named 2024 PT5, discovered last year, has been identified as likely originating from the moon itself, having been ejected into space following a significant impact. This discovery underscores the interconnectedness of lunar and asteroid studies, opening new avenues for research in both fields. Looking ahead, NASA continues to address challenges such as lunar dust, which poses risks to equipment and astronaut safety. Engineers are developing advanced modeling systems to mitigate dust contamination on lunar facilities like the Gateway Lunar Space Station, a critical component of the Artemis program. As we stand on the brink of a new era in lunar exploration, the successful launch and mission of Blue Ghost serve as a testament to the collaborative spirit of modern space exploration. With each step forward, NASA is not only rekindling humanity's connection to the moon but also laying the groundwork for the next generation of space pioneers. The coming months will undoubtedly provide further insights and developments as we inch closer to a sustainable human presence on the lunar surface.